So Mr. X, he's been coming to these meetings for the last 35, 40 years.
Well, actually, no, last 21.
Last 21.
I started attending testifying at MTA board meetings in March 2001, January 21, January 2001, MTA public hearing wise. So I've known Andrew Albert, who was like Harry Connick Jr. Last 21 years. You can pass for Harry Connick Jr. You can also pass for Jesse the Body Ventura. Who else he can pass for? Oh, someone else he could. Oh, Andy Clay.
Andy Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay.
So I have a question for you. So you were saying about Philip Eng. How did you feel about Philip Eng? What happened?
I didn't get to know him well, but I told him I told him that the long run schedule should be available at the stations because he was the president when COVID started. I said, no, that's inexcusable. I either spoke to him about that issue or possibly another issue at Penn Station. There was a time when I couldn't use the bathroom, and I was told by an MTA employee.
Hi, how you doing? Good, good. Yeah, it's good camera. Hi, nice to meet you guys. Be safe. You know me, right? Charlton. Passengers United. I'm always on the news. Yeah.
I'm vice president.
So I had a question for you. What do you think about Lisa Daglian? Because Lisa and them, you know.
If you combine William Henderson, whom she succeeded, her, and Andrew Albert, who do you get? You get Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, and Dorothy Lambert. So you got William Henderson compared to Bing Crosby, you got Andy Albert compared to Bob Hope, and you got Lisa Daglian, who in addition to Elvira compares for Dorothy Lambert.
And what do you think about Riders Alliance?
I'm not sure. I had a concern about them years ago because John Guy Cuban was a female employee. Guy Cuban, Rebecca, I think was her first name. I said, look, I want to ask her, do you want my right hand, do you want my right knee, or do you want a wedgie?
And
those are the three wishes I can grant you.
And what do you think about the former MT chairman, Patrick Foy?
Patricia Foy, Aunt Patty, Bubba Ray Dudley, Santa Claus. He got fresh from me 3 years ago. If you remember, on 9/25/19, Wednesday, they held a board meeting. I arrived there before it started, and I was told I couldn't go upstairs because the room was overcrowded. But I felt if I arrived there before it started, I should have been accommodated. So at the next board meeting on 10/23, the same day Alfred Yankovic, Woodard Yankovic turned 60. It was also the same that late Johnny Carson would have turned 94. I blasted Patricia Foy and told her, the next time you do that, I'm not going to waste my time talking to you. And remember, he succeeded one half of the fabulous Moolah and Mae Young, so I decided to kill two birds with one stone. First go after how he treated me, and then go after her, because like him, she also had bad performance. If you remember, she had a public hearing upstairs on primary election day, primary day 2017, a day people campaign, vote, and work the polls, started for 6 p.m. and no show, possibly because she didn't want to make it like Peter Calicott, get the devil's disciple, and I'm sure you heard I trashed him at board meeting as we first met years ago.
And what do you think about Veronica Hakeem?
If you combine with Power Trump, who you get? The fabulous Moolah and Maya, Beavis and Butthead. I mean, you have Ronnie, who killed the state government, because this is a state government office, and you got Paul, who killed the city government. So one city government pimp, one state government pimp. But see, it's Yvonne, and also here in September 2018, I joined the PCC for a quarterly meeting, and that was the last meeting.
Yeah, tell us how you feel about the PCC.
Well, before they get in sometime in September 2018, the PCC held a quarterly meeting. William Henderson was the outgoing executive. It was his last quarterly meeting as his director. So Ronnie, congratulate. But later that day, a public hearing was held, the same floor. And she knows so. So how is it she could attend one floor, she couldn't attend? I attended both. Now, if she didn't want to stay for the entire duration, fine. But she could have at least stayed for the first 10 to 13, 30 minutes. She didn't do that. So again, she knows so. Why? Did she know so because she knew I was testifying? And she didn't want to make like Peter Calicott, get a devil's disciple? Is that what it was?
Do you remember Douglas Sussman?
Dr. Sus? Yeah, I sent a nasty email. Including those emails was, I don't feel like talking, I feel like making like Rodney King. You disgust me, you get on my damn nerves. You don't need your job, you know my backhand across your face. Because in the beginning he was on the right track, and then he started to get fresh with me. I told him, you want to get fresh with me? I'll get fresh with you. And be 10 times more successful.
All right, Mr. X. Well, Mr. X, you have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas.
Also, years ago, Douglas and former MTA head Jay Walder, who complains with Frank Perdue,
Oh, yeah.
held a public hearing.
Frank Perdue, right? The chicken
Frank-
man. Yeah.
You know, I almost didn't get a chance to speak. Joseph Masiglio didn't get to speak at all. So at a later date, I testified another public hearing and sent a message to both of them. That was inappropriate because we pre-registered to speak. They let these students testify before us and they register. So those who register should have received second priority. Those who pre-registered, like myself, Joseph Masiglio and myself, should have received first priority. And then I told them, you're lucky when they smack you across your faces. Jay looked at me like he was shocked. He looked at me and said, oh, I hope he doesn't carry a threat. Listen, if your only complaint is that I smack you, that you shouldn't complain. Because it's better than rape, it's better than assault, it's better than assault and battery, it's better than Ike and Tina Turner.
What do you think about Trammell Thompson from Progressive Action? Trammell
name?
Thompson.
I don't know
Oh,
that
you don't
person,
know
so
him.
I can't.
Oh, okay,
I can't
okay.
speak to someone I know nothing about.
I got it. So, Mr. X,